Hello, my name is Richarda Velazquez, and this is my final version for the Spanish Courtyard project. Some of the tools that I used to create the floors and the window would have been in the modeling mode of Unreal. I used the box, and then I created the dimensions for it and placed it into the scene. After they were placed, I used the Poly Edit tool, and I came down here and inserted some edge loops. Once the edge loops were where I wanted them to be, I used the push-pull to get rid of the faces for the door. After that was done, I used the bevel to bevel out the edges, so that way I could put the door and everything in there, or the window. Some other tools that I used were like mesh duplicate, pivot, in some instances I would also use the UV section. I used UV unwrap or the UV editor. I would use the unwrap for the simple shapes such as like the floor or the walls. It did a pretty good job, so I didn't need to do too much. But in some cases where I would need to do it all by myself, I would go in here into the UV editor and scale UVs as needed. For the mega scans, I use things such as pivot and mesh duplicate. I duplicated out the mesh so that way I wouldn't edit the original, and then I changed the pivot. And then I would also use Bake RS so that way I wouldn't need to continue making the same adjustments every time I needed that asset. This is one of the buildings that I was working on, so I made everything individually, and then I came in here and put it together. So there's a window, there's a wall, there's a roof, there's the wall by itself, a wall with a door, half a wall with a door, half a window. Just assembled everything together, and that was using a blueprint. And then in here, this is also a blueprint, but I originally did it for the pack level actor. So this is a pack level actor. And then this is my courtyard that I assembled. As you can see over here, here are some decals. Walking around the scene, barrels, lighting, separate doors. And thank you for watching. This is my Spanish courtyard.